Columbus.
Hi,
Dr. J. Taylor.
I heard a lot about you. How you doing?
Welcome to our clinic. I'm really excited to talk to you about your brain and what we're going to do to make life much more exciting for you.
I'm grateful.
Well, let's come on back,
All right,
okay?
let's do it. Let's
Go
do it.
ahead.
All right.
Well, Columbus, welcome to our clinic. It's so good to see you here.
Thank you for having me.
Well, let's start. There's a lot of questions I'd love to ask, but tell me what brought you here. How did you ever get to a place like us?
That's a big question. So, when I was on Scandal, I was on a show called Scandal on ABC, and I was going through some challenges, and personal home challenges, also with drugs, and in order for me to come back for season 3, like Paul Lee, the president of the studio at the time, the network said he has to go to rehab, and it was the best experience I've ever had in my life. So I was doing EMDR. I was doing, work that I've never even heard of, right? Mm-hmm. And I acquired all these tools that changed my life. My love, Lama, she said, Columbus, I want to get you in to see Dr. Amen. And I was like, oh, Amen Clinic. And I was like, got to see Dr. Faber. And I was like, okay. She's like, do you want to do the work? I was like, I got to do the work. And what I do, and I'm going to be completely transparent, they don't give Black people a lot of second chances. Like Robert Downey Jr. and Shia and, Heath and Joaquin, they've been through it. So I've been fighting to get back. And I'm, the world not knowing. And I'm right here on this precipice. And I was like, look, whatever it takes to get over this line, I will do that. You know what I mean? I my life is not out of control. I'm not on drugs. I don't party. I don't have friends. It's just my family, my wife, my 2 boys. And it was just time. And I said, all right, I surrender. And here we are. I've never had a suicidal ideation until recently. I just did. Mm-hmm. It was about 3 months ago. Like what I was doing, I was going to, I would book myself at the Hermitage, Lama Hermitage, because I just love that spot. Yep. And I could write, I could just be at peace. But I was so frustrated when I was there. So I was by myself, but I'm not on drugs. I wasn't on drugs. I wasn't there partying. I didn't have, by myself. Just wanted some clarity. And I had this moment where I was like, fuck it. I was like,
yep.
I ran the bathtub.
Yep.
Turned on the bath. I was looking around in the room. I was looking around the room like, how do I do it? Can I hang myself? I turned on the water. And I was like, I turned on the bath water and let it fill up. And I guided the water. I was just gonna go under and not come up. And my phone rang. It was the producer, Erica Malone, the producer of the Remember Me movie. Mm-hmm. And I had to answer her call. Mm-hmm. I was like, hold on, pause on killing yourself for a second. Let's answer to see what Erica Malone's talking about. And she just said, Columbus, I don't know what's going on with you. Wow. I haven't talked to her. She doesn't know nothing. Mm-hmm. She said, but God told me to tell you right now you are. She spoke life into me while I was trying to put death on myself. And as she was talking, she kept talking. I pressed the thing and the thing started draining the tub. She saved my life because I was ready to end it.
Suicide is when you might think about it and then it goes away. You might think about it, goes away. But when it comes on, for however long those thoughts last, it can get really, really intense. And it's during those times people will do some pretty crazy stuff. And then if they don't die, they'll look back and say, what was I thinking?
Oh, I'm not no weak man. I'm not a weak man.
No. But you know what's amazing?
Sorry.
And I'm glad you're being this way. There's a lot of people that are going through the same stuff you're going through right now. Well, let's look at your scans.
Let's take it up.
Okay. So this is a typical picture of the surface of our brain. The colors on these pictures mean nothing. We just put them on here to make them look pretty. We're mainly looking at texture. The smoother the surface, the better the blood flow. The more bumps we see or black spots, there's less blood flow. If we see a black spot, you don't have a hole in your head, people freak out. They think if they see an MRI or a CAT scan, they're going to be big holes like cysts or cavities or tumors. No, just less blood flow. You ready to see a picture?
Yes, sir.
Are you nervous?
No.
You're better than most. Most people are ready to jump out of their chair after I say all that.
No, I'm curious. George. Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Okay, so here is your picture.
Oh, man.
But if we start here, lower frontal cortex helps with focus, decision making. See that hair right here? Got some decreased blood flow. 2, we rank these 1 to 4. 1's really mild, 4 is really severe. It's kind of like in the 3 range.
Oh, no.
It's like a 3 range.
Oh, no.
So, but there's things we can do to help out. So you've got that. All right. So decisions, making quality decisions, that gets a little bit harder. Focus gets a little harder. If I take my little white Crayola and just go across the surface, I'd like to see this nice smooth lips. This looks pretty good. And then we get right here. This is really subtle. See a little indentation?
Yeah.
And then it gets smooth again. When I see that, this is where I go, uh-oh. Someone get hit in the front of the head.
Sure
We
did.
see that.
Sure did.
We better go look in the back. Now, on a 1 to 4, that's like a little 1. But for 39, we really want to see that pretty smooth there. So I see that. I say, yeah, we better go look in the back. Now, what I do is I won't go look right in the back, even though that's what I feel like doing. Instead, I'll just start at the front, and I'll slowly work my way to the back.
Got it.
If we got bumps all over, then I get worried more about toxins as well. Your right side, did you ever get hit on the right side of your head?
Yep.
Right there, you see a little bump? It's a little 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a few little bumps here on the front on the right side as well.
Yeah.
So I think you've had some hits to your head here. I don't think some of this
I've had hundreds of hits to my head.
hundreds of hits. Okay, they haven't been your best friend. Thank God I'm not seeing bumps everywhere. Like with substances, we'd see that, but I'd still say we got to be kind of watchful and careful of that.
Noted.
Yeah,
I don't. This is scaring me because
yeah.
this is normal, healthy. What is going on?
Yeah, and so we want to really do some work to help here and here. The other thing we see a lot is people, after they get upset, they'll say, man, what's wrong with me? Why can't I control myself? So there's a lot of shame and frustration. It's like, it's not your core, it's your temporal lobes and your frontal cortex. We got to start loving these and helping them get better. Okay? So we're going to talk about what we need to do here, and I want to get this a lot smoother as well. All right, I'm kind of relieved. I was afraid I was going to see like big bumps everywhere. We don't have that. All right, but we got to do some work here to get this better.
That scares me.
So
now that because I've never got an education on the brain.
let's look at your below surface picture first.
Okay.
Okay, these are markedly different, so we're just going to walk through. These are lining up just like the other ones, but we're looking on the inside of our brain. Colors, unlike the other pictures, mean something. Wherever you see blue, our blood flow's at the 50th percentile. Red, our blood flow is faster. It's at the 85th percentile. And then finally, white, our blood flow is really cruising. It's at the 92nd percentile. Not to answer your question. I want your colors to match up regionally the same.
All right.
So let's take a look and see what we
hell's
got
going on?
here.
Oh, it's a lot of stuff
right.
going on in there.
There we go.
Oh man.
I'm going to mainly look at this picture here
Yeah.
and that one.
I don't like that my white's not matching up.
There you go. Yes, so good. Again, great observational skills. Your cerebellum, like to see that red and white. So it's getting kind of quiet here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'll show you something else. All right, here's our cerebellum looking from the top down. Here's our cerebellum on the side. This should all be red and white.
Oh, right here.
Yeah. Yeah. Where's the white?
Where's the white?
It's up here. It's one of your posterior cingulate.
Why is it over there?
Well, you got more blood flow up here, but we got to get more white down here.
In there.
And then our basal ganglia.
Basal
Right.
ganglia.
So these get bigger red or white, and you have a little white here. It's hard to see. We tend to get more anxious and nervous.
Okay.
Okay. And then your anterior cingulate. Looks very good. Should be all blue. You're all blue.
All right.
So what the heck would I do to help your brain work better? Dr. Amon's found 7 supplements that do support the cortex. All right. So from all our NFL football players doing this, he found 7 supplements that do support the cortex and help get more blood flow.
How long would it take me to get that looking right?
3 to 6 months. So basal ganglia, you got a little white one here. Anxiety, nervousness, worry. Guess what calms that down?
What?
Booze. Pain
Yes.
pills.
No, that's how I deal with that. First of all, I hate pills. And so how I've been dealing with that anxiety is drinking.
Drinking. Yep.
And drinking makes me chill.
Chill.
It really does. It
Yeah.
chills me out.
Yeah.
Slows me down.
Slows you down.
Slows my brain down.
Yeah.
It moves so fast. But I don't want to drink like that.
Alcohol, pot, pain, they're all addictive, so that's not so good. Plus, they're toxic. They cause bumps all over your cortex.
Right.
So counter defeats what we're trying to do.
Counteractive, counterintuitive. Can you do me a favor?
Mhm.
I'm going to buy what I need to buy, but can you just write down everything that you think I need to do for the next 6 months?
Everything, yep, it's going in the report. I guarantee you.
Okay, copy that.
Okay?
All right.
All right. General health, good vitamin,
Yes, sir.
good omega-3,
Yeah.
Diet,
Yeah.
this stuff
Yeah, I know.
already,
Yeah.
Exercise,
Yes.
you're doing that.
No drugs.
No drugs, yeah. So psychological. So
Yeah.
drugs, this is
Out.
where we want to attract things to us.
Right.
Secure attachments, great organizations,
Right.
people that are promoting your health,
Right.
supplements, and then we stay away from the other stuff.
Yeah, the other stuff's trash.
It's
Yeah.
gone. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you think of drugs, which most people, you have urges just because you've been
I'm
around
going to be
it.
honest with you. I don't have no urges to do drugs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, for real.
What about alcohol?
That's the thing.
All right.
That's the get you got you. Right
When you
there.
get the urge, say what's more important. Dealing with that or drinking?
I don't drink to the point of like being wasted.
Mm-hmm.
I never get wasted.
Yep.
I drink enough to keep me functional,
Yep.
but that's like I'm a high functioning alcoholic.
Got
I
it.
guess, You know.
Can I ask how many, I'm a numerics guy. So how many drinks?
So I don't drink bottles because I can't calculate how much I'm drinking.
Yeah.
So I drink these shots.
Yeah.
So I count those shots. I was drinking 4 of those before 10 a.m. So then I would, and then I would drink another 4 between 2 and 5. So that's 8.
Mm-hmm.
And then have another 4 probably between 7 and 9.
Yeah.
So that's way too
12.
many shots. That's 12 shots. 12 shots. And so, that's the facts.
Yeah. Well, that's where, and again, our brains are interesting creatures because they'll help create less clarity about that stuff. It's like, it's not that much, or we won't look at it. But we want to, because the clearer this works, if your goals are to get, up on stage, get that Oscar.
Got to get it right.
Yeah.
Dr. Faber, this is amazing, man. So whatever we got to do, let's do it.
All right. So another thing I think about for you medically, there's something called hyperbaric oxygen therapy, but that more than likely helps. But what does help here, any kind of coordination exercises, so fast rhythmic movements that change.
Just keep doing it.
Dancing, if you play instruments,
Yeah, playing.
piano's huge.
That's what I play
Helps
piano.
there.
Anything I'm doing,
Yeah.
I get addicted to it.
So the more we can help get addicted to constructive things.
Yeah, get addicted to the healthy shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This is amazing. I appreciate you.
Well, I appreciate you. I'm excited for you to see what life has in store for you.
This is a blessing.
If you got questions, you can just reach out to me.
Can I give you a hug?
Yeah, absolutely. And Lama's got my numbers anyhow. So I'm excited for you.
Thank you, buddy.
Okay?
All righty.
All righty.